Hi guys, right now we are at Baku and we are entering a metro station.
And we are on our way to a new place. This is actually supposed to be a very unique experience here in Azerbaijan and something that relates back to our home country. So we are very curious to see, and we have Marcello here with us. I met him in Kinalik, and now we're just traveling together today.
We just got off the metro and right opposite to that we found this bus station, and now it's another 20-minute ride to our destination.
We took the metro this morning, and the metro rail system is very good. It was just like a few hundred meters from our homestay that we walked down and found the old town station called Azeri. And from there we took one metro train about halfway, and then we had to switch lines, and then we had to continue till this central bus station.
But the metro train looked like so cool. It was purple in color, but unfortunately we couldn't videograph it because
they didn't
it's
let
not
us.
allowed.
But then it's like this. It was like a time machine. We went back into like the 1970s or 80s. It was all wood panels.
And when the train
Chrome.
was moving on the side walls, they have these small lights, white colored lights, and it used to move so fast. It looked so cool.
So the cost of riding the metro is the same as riding a bus. It's 0.4 per person, and you can use the same card. So we used our Baku card to tap twice for both her ticket as well as mine. And now we've come here. Now we're on another public bus. This will take us about 35 minutes eastward from here, and it will bring us to Ateshgah Fire Temple. Marcello is sitting there in the back.
We finally made it after an hour and a half.
This is Ateshgah temple, which is actually surprisingly a Hindu/Zoroastrian temple here in Azerbaijan, a predominantly Muslim country. You might be wondering why and how. So as we go inside, we'll learn more about this place.
I just need to buy.
So this Ateshgah temple is actually a Hindu temple, dates back to the 18th century or so. However, historians have dated this back to further away during the Silk Road era. It's a Hindu temple, also common culture with Zoroastrianism, so people have been confused for a very long time as to who really brings the culture to this temple. But you could say that in both cultures, Zoroastrianism as well as Hinduism, there is a common factor, which is fire. Fire is an element of life, and in this entire region, it's called Surakhani. In this town, actually, fire used to come out of a lot of places just like randomly in the ground because of the huge natural gas reserves underneath. So whenever fire was found, it was like an important element of nature, an important element of God, as it was seen back in the day. And that's how this place gained some importance. When there were traders who were coming from Punjab, and specifically the Multan area, who were crossing for trade, and these guys actually ended up creating a bit of this temple here because they found that fire is coming out randomly at this one spot, and then they built this huge temple around it. And even today you can see there are two specific caves within the fortress walls where they have kept a Ganesha idol, and also they were playing some Hindu prayers on a speaker. Which basically historians have found that those were the two places of worship within the walls. This also correlates to the fact that Azerbaijan is called as the land of fire here because of the natural gas deposits not only being here but also in other parts of the country. I think until the 1800s it was like a potential discovery, but then the Soviets in fact ended up exploiting a significant portion of these reserves. Flame that used to burn here at the very center of the temple actually ended up going out because of the extensive drilling of natural gas in the region. Later on, the government actually installed a pipeline to bring gas from another place, another reservoir, to continue this fire to burn eternally. So even today, the fire continues to burn. It continues to be called as the eternal flame. And many Hindus, many Zoroastrians come here to worship, to offer their respects and prayers to the fire god. In our culture called Agni, and in Persian culture called Atar. So that's the story of the Ateshgah temple. And it's so nice to know that there's like a bit of Indian culture here too, so far away from home.
So we just came here to have some food. We were so hungry. It's almost 2 o'clock. And we got ourselves some lentil soup. They've given a slice of lemon in the side. And along with that, they've served some bread. And for a little bit of spice, they've kept chili powder on the table. If you're a vegetarian, lentil soup is one of the most common dishes you can get here. And it's also healthy. They sprinkle something like oregano on top. It's so good and it's so thick.
Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Which country?
India.
India. Did you go Ateshgah?
Yes.
Okay, welcome. Go, please. You are film stop? No. Okay.
This is Yanar Dag, or burning mountain in Azeri. So this is actually a very real fire that you see behind me, and the story behind it is very interesting. But before I begin to tell you that, I must tell you that this entire place smells like natural gas is leaking everywhere. And that is because all of this fire that you see here is burning, feeding off of natural gas coming from beneath the surface. So the entire subsurface is actually believed to be a very large natural gas reservoir, and that the fumes that keep rising out from inside were supposedly lit on fire by a shepherd in the 1950s, and it has been burning ever since. This entire region, like we said at the temple before this entire region of Azerbaijan is called the land of fire because of huge natural gas reserves in the subterranean region. And this entire resource has put Azerbaijan so economically far ahead that it is one of the biggest contributors to the GDP of this country. This entire flame that you see here has become such a big tourist attraction that people from not only the local cities but also from every part of the world actually come here to see it in person. It's a very incredible natural sight that it looks pretty ordinary, but when you're here and when you stand around it, you really feel the intense heat and you can smell the natural gas. So it definitely doesn't feel very safe, but also very exciting. What did you think of it?
It's so warm when you go near the rock, and it's so cool to see. It's been on fire for so many years.
And it never goes out. Like even at night, this is burning. In the morning, it's burning. All year round,
I'm
it
sure
burns.
it'll look even more amazing at night.
Yeah. And to come here, we ended up taking a bus from the city, 217, and it dropped us off about 500 meters away.
Pretty easy to get here
Yeah,
for a long
most-
journey.
Most people say that the only way to come here is by taxi, but that's not true.
You go stand near the fire, it's so hot and you can actually smell the gas. It's so
Strong.
yeah.
You would like to come here when it's cold, don't you?
Yeah, and at night. Like imagine the dark sky and then this orange flame and then there's no light around. It's so cool.
What about marshmallow in your hand? Some snacks.
Chocolate sauce. Or mosrana and chitrana. ये छेद हो रहे हैं that is smooth in flames. There Now we have come to have dinner at one of the most famous places here in Baku. It's called Dolma restaurant, and we are now going to see what we're eating.
Hey guys, this is a casserole of vegetables, very typical for Azerbaijan. You can find tomatoes, onion, and eggplant, yes, and you eat with the bread. It's very typical. I suggest you to come.
Is it spicy?
Fortunately, it's not spicy, but you can also ask for the spice.
So the lavash bread is really thin. The closest I can relate to is our chapatis. And it's white. I think it's made with more refined flour. And we can have this with the sorted vegetables. Something like chapati and palya.
And this entire meal is called as a saj.
It is better with the lavash.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's really good.
I'm Ghost Rider 3.